This will be an insight to the assistant principal evaluation process. Assistant principals will be rated on their leadership time in 2 observations. Assistant principals are observed formally twice a year, 1 each semester. One of the observations must be the assistant principal providing instructional feedback to teachers. The other observation may be non-instructional. The observation score average will weigh 90% of the final rating, while leadership time will weigh 10%. The first step is the evaluation planning form. The assistant principal will fill this out at the beginning of the school year, stating their goals for the school year based on the assistant principal's 5 essential practices framework. The second step is the non-instructional planning form. The assistant principal will fill this out to detail what will be observed in the non-instructional observation meeting. The third step is the non-instructional observation reflection form. After the non-instructional observation meeting is scheduled and held, the assistant principal will detail in this form how the observation meeting went. The fourth step is the non-instructional scoring form. In this form, the evaluator will rate the assistant principal after the non-instructional observation meeting is held. The fifth step is the mid-year checklist. The assistant principal will fill this form after the first semester to rate their progress towards the goals they stated in the evaluation planning form. The sixth step is the instructional planning form. In this form, the assistant principal will indicate what will be observed in their instructional observation meeting. The seventh step is the instructional reflection form. In this step, the assistant principal will reflect upon what was observed in the instructional observation meeting. The eighth step is the instructional scoring form. In this form, the evaluator will rate the assistant principal on what they observed in the instructional observation meeting. The ninth step is the time form. The evaluator at the end of the school year will rate the assistant principal's attendance. The final step is the summative form. The summative form is a weighted calculation of the observation scores and the time score. This final score will determine the assistant principal's final performance rating of either distinguished, proficient, basic, or unsatisfactory. Once this form is filled out and a meeting discussing this final rating is held, the evaluation process can be marked as completed. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact the program manager.